This ain't one of them times you could slide by what you say that you gonna do. Put your money up, run that fade, time to show and prove. You know the vibes, partner. Ain't got no wins up in my casa. Clowning the day, gone in la mañana. I've been on fire lately. Train my spirit, mind, and body daily. Victory is sweet, that's the science, baby. It's only right we represent from Tampa to Tally. And keep the pressure on these ops, they cardio lacking. Till you flopping on the canvas and bobbing, you're weaving. Unleashing the fury on your face while the audience screaming. Hope they got great seats or the pay-per-view. Let's get the breakdown from J, DJ, and Q. You know the vibes. Yeah. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
All right, what up, good people? Welcome to Boxing Vibes TV, man. It's your boy Q. We got J and JD on the ones and twos, and we coming to y'all today, man. We're questioning about the Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight, exhibition fight, and they done set a price for $49.99. So we want to know, is $49.99 a sweet spot for y'all? Are y'all feeling a certain way? Nobody gonna feel like it ain't enough. But basically want to hear y'all sticking points on how y'all feel over and under the $49.99 price range, man. Go, fellas.
$49.99. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta say, man, that I think it's a fair price, and I'm gonna speak, from, just for myself, personally. I ain't gonna lie, the last pay-per-view fight that I honestly purchased, where I watched it at the house on my couch by myself, man, this is really a throwback, and they're probably a throw y'all for a loop, is actually Pacquiao versus Clottey. Like that's how far that's how far I go back, man, for the last pay-per-view that I purchased, man. Yeah. Outside of that,
what the blood clotting?
Man, the last every pay-per-view fight that I have witnessed.
That's a trivia question.
Exactly.
Who is Joshua Clottey?
Exactly. Who is he? Man, I don't even think he fight anymore, man. I don't think he fight at all. But man, it was always Wing House, Miller's Ale House, Buffalo Wild Wings. Shoot, I think I'm even at the point now, man, watching fights at Dave and Buster's, man.
Oh yeah, we saw the Justin fight.
Yeah.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's, man. They show the zone fights. So
that's a wrinkle.
Yeah,
that's a wrinkle, B. I didn't know that.
So even there, so for $50, man. I mean, when you just think about, the idea of, I don't know how many people really purchase it solo dolo. I mean, if anything, $50, you might have a bunch of people come over, pitch in. I think that's a fair price, man. I think $50, that's a fair price, man. I'm with it.
Hey, it's that Rona out there. You better not.
Hey, that's a fair point. Now that's a fair point, man.
Which speaks to why, number one, the price maybe should have been lower. To that point, the last one I bought was about $50. Y'all gonna laugh at me, but it was when Pacquiao fought Brandon Rios. Man, I had to see if my man Pac still had it, so it was a safe one. I felt like it would have been $50 well spent. I was a little bit nervous it was gonna be a Glenn Johnson, Roy Jones situation, but my man pulled through. He had plenty of years left, and he took care of business. But $49.99. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Mike Tyson's always been a bigger pay-per-view star, bigger than Roy Jones, right? He was charging. Right. People were complaining because they was charging $50 for 30 seconds of work. People were paying $50 and they know they was getting 30 seconds or a minute or two,
right? And
complain about it. Then spend another $50. So imagine how great you got to be in your 50s to still be able to get. We'll see what the numbers are. But people are gonna buy it, still be able to charge $50. I would prefer the price point to be $39.99. I feel like for how much boxing we'd have got, because really we promised 8 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Back when Mike Tyson used to fight, now we know, it still might be 1 or 2 rounds, but we could have had 12. But now we only guarantee 3/4 of a championship fight, and they still charge the same $50. But with inflation, I guess it's cool because you got Terrence Crawford fighting Amir Khan. I think like $60, might have been $60, or it might, or pasta, or whatever the price points were, which weren't worth the money. you know, he got Mayweather Pacquiao charging the army leg for $100. I still want my $100 back.
You just said, did you just say you promised 8 rounds?
Yeah, we're well. Listen,
A possible 8.
Who promised you? Who promised you 8?
That's what
I want to know.
Hey, you trying to say Roy gonna get knocked out, bro? You trying to say Roy?
I'm only asking the question because you just said you promised 8. I never heard that. I damn sure ain't saw it.
I'm not saying it's gonna go 8 rounds, but at least back when Tyson used to fight for $50, it was scheduled for 12. Now it's scheduled for 8. Now I can't lie.
Schedule. Okay.
If he get him out of there in the same 1 round, it's gonna be the same bang for your buck.
Boy.
But you know, that training video didn't inspire me to think it was gonna be anything past 1 or 2 rounds.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Roy. I mean, they 2 of my favorite fighters all time.
Yeah, so, man.
And the crazy thing is, bro, this is the even better shoot. You're exactly right, Jay. Think about about 2 decades ago, he was getting $50 for pay-per-view for a fight. We're in 2020. Not only are these dudes about to get $50 per pay-per-view, but they probably are even going to get a sweeter deal because it's on some new, I don't know how new the network is, but Triller. Has anybody ever heard of Triller before? Triller. Not Rick Ross' album. Not Rick Ross' album, Triller, bro.
Go back, boy. Hey.
Is JP Look. I'm a support just because, man, we in the pandemic. Football ain't gonna be around. I don't know why people fooling themselves. Baseball about to shut down. We got the NBA, but they gonna play the championship, and that's gonna we gonna be back in the drought. So, they scheduled it at a good time because in the fall, everybody gonna be anticipating these sports, and I have a greater anticipation that we ain't gonna see a lot of it. So,
right.
For what they can get is properly priced at 50. What I would prefer would have been 40, but you know,
that's fair.
I'll take 50, man. I'll take 50. Like I said, the only thing that could damage this price, you know what I'm saying? Because 50 is nothing because the nostalgia of these two. You know, I was gonna pay for it back in the days, and right now, and with seeing how Mike Tyson coming out looking, and you know, I love Roy, I love Mike. Roy, one of my favorite fighters of all time. Mike Tyson is one of the reasons I love boxing. So, with that being said, I owe it to them. I would support this, but now certain things that's said on both sides that throw me for a loop. One, Roy Jones go to talking like he could just jump in with all the top heavyweights and just at 50 plus. That throws me in. It takes away from this. And then Mike Tyson go this time out. He could whoop Conor McGregor. I'm like, but why the hell?
When you mention Conor,
He don't mention Conor, bro. Why? It's a whole nother platform, and you a whole nother weight class. And they're like, don't do that. I understand Floyd fought Conor. I understand it was a lot of money. No, bro. That takes away from this. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this and then deal with that later. That, you know, that's what you want to do, man. So that just throw me for a loop. Here's
the thing, though. We kind of in the market for this. We YouTubers, you know. Shout out to the boxing.
More definitely.
TV crew, you know what I'm saying? That's tuning in with Boxing 5 TV crew. That's tuning in with us.
Right.
You to promote. You just throw names out there. Clickbait. You know.
Clickbait. Exactly.
Yeah, clickbait. So I mean, I get it. The question is, all right, so we established a $50 price point. We're going to get out of here. We both big fans. I think we all equally love Roy.
Right.
The same way. Well, I don't know. I might be. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you might be a bigger Roy fan, bro. Yeah, I love Roy, but you might be the biggest.
You live in Pensacola, so that might give you a little edge. You know what I'm saying? But
we all love them both, and we love Tyson. The question is, I wanted Roy to retire so he don't get knocked out no more. So the question is, what you're paying for, would you rather see Mike Tyson look like Mike Tyson and get a knockout? Or would you rather see Roy survive somehow? That's the question nobody's really answering. Everybody's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. Roy's gonna lose. But what do you want to see? Who you rooting for?
I mean, me and boxing, man, I like to expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? And the
Roy Jones ain't about to knock him out.
I don't. Hey, listen. But let me say something. Now, Roy Jones have been hit a lot more recent than Mike Tyson. He done been in fights a lot more recent than Mike Tyson.
In the ring.
In the ring. That's what they're gonna be in the ring now. I don't know. They're gonna be in the damn ring this time. So what I'm saying is this. Now, Mike Tyson, he looked amazing. It looked like Roy Jones just taking his money, man. Because I don't know, it looked bad for him, you know, based on the footwork and the footwork part of it and the intensity. Because I see Mike Tyson intensity, he's snapping and he's on a level. And Roy's like, ping, ping. Ping, ping. Like, what we doing?
Hey, bro, make that sound
again. Like that pressure,
bro,
like
hold on. How the sound go again, Q?
Ping, ping. Ping, ping. I'm like, Mike Tyson gonna be all over your ass, bro. Like, what are you doing?
The point that you made about Roy Jones has been getting in the ring, got hit more recently than Mike Tyson. That reminded me of something, man. I was a young boxing fan, and I actually believed the hype when I watched the Arturo Gatti Mayweather fight. You know, rest in peace, Thunder Gotti.
Right.
So I started watching the beginning of the rounds. I was watching with my uncle, and I said, Floyd started dominating early, and so I'm like, oh well, I said I was still kind of nervous because he used to being in wars, he used to getting hit, and my uncle turned to me and said, man, well, he used to hit motherfuckers like that. So it don't matter if Roy's been hit more recently. The way he been getting knocked out, Mike Tyson used to knocking people out like that. So we gonna see. So
but listen, before Mike Tyson damn retired, his ass was going to sleep too. Now he was getting tapped up by a motherfucker. He
quit.
Huh?
He quit now. Yeah, he quit. He was on his feet.
Why? You talking about the last fight?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about the last few fights.
And these from heavyweights. These ain't
people.
Heavyweights and light heavyweights.
Well, you right. It don't look good for Roy. It don't look good for Roy.
Hey,
it ain't no denying that shit. What up?
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I'm gonna tell you what I really think happens, man. Is I think this is the most brilliant smoke screen money grab ever by both of them. I really feel like, honestly, I don't feel like Mike. I feel like they're homies, and I feel like Tyson's not really gonna try to KO Roy like that. I would be thoroughly. Hey, bro, I'd be thoroughly shocked. I would be thoroughly shocked if Tyson really tries to put Roy on his ass like that, man. I would be shocked, bro. I don't think so.
Can we put? We want to put a wager on this shit.
I'm ready.
Boxing Vibes in-house wager.
Okay, well, here's the friendly wager. Here's the friendly wager. I say this. All right. QU on one side. I think, because I said this when we originally spoke about it. I thought, they ain't trying to hurt each other. Mm-hmm. They trying to make some money in the pandemic, So I'm me and Julius on the same page. All right, here's the friendly wager. Here's my suggestion. When all this pandemic shit over, whoever wins, or the loser has to host the next fight month. Right? If Mike Tyson come out and we can tell, you'll know if somebody getting carried. I've seen Roy Jones get carried by Bernard Hopkins in that second fight. So, we're going to be honorable men if we look at it and Mike Tyson come out there. Because if Mike Tyson come out Mike Tyson, he's going to be a knockout. So It's gonna be
That's
between
like,
me
that's
and
like,
you, Julius, where we hosting the next fight party. It's probably gonna be you because I had the last one. So
That's what you think, Q? So Q, you think Tyson going to knock his head off, bro?
man, Tyson going for it, man. Tyson going for it. You know what I'm
Going
saying?
for it?
You
Is
think
that
so?
If he gonna, hey, now if he's gonna bite his ass while he trying to knock him out, you know what I'm saying? You know, is he gonna resort to those type of tactics? But I mean, man, he gonna try to he going for it, bro.
I mean, Tyson
going,
acting like he's going for it now. I think the one thing that Q have in his pocket is the fact that, let's not forget, Mike Tyson has reinvented himself. He's still crazy.
Yeah, man.
He's still crazy.
Bro, I mean,
I gotta go in the distance, man. It's gonna go the distance.
Going the distance.
I
feel like it's gonna be a draw. I mean, I'm feeling like that too. But if this was a 100% authentic real fight, man, bro, Jones, head all the way.
I got some. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up, but I got something to holler at y'all about with the same topic on overtime, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're gonna just rap about it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and for all the boxing vibe people, you man, we you know, y'all rock with us.
Hit that like button.
We gonna get with y'all and hit the like button, notifications, subscribe, and
with you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, smash. Do all that shit, man. Anyway, peace. We love y'all. Till next time, man. We gonna get up with y'all, man.